Many Iowans are liking what they see after keeping a close eye on New Jersey politics this past weekend. New Jersey's legislature nearly unanimously passed a bill that would ban the use of gestation crates for pig farming in the Garden State. CBS 2 News reporter Kevin Barry explains why, even with Joni Ernst now elected, we are once again talking about pigs in politics. Kevin?
Scott, normally this wouldn't be on anybody's radar screen if it didn't have to do with New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. It's no secret he's a potential presidential candidate in 2016, and Iowa happens to raise a few pigs, about a third of the nation's supply every year. So for a bill that affects Iowans in absolutely no way, the Hawkeye state was paying close attention.
It's an individual pen for each sow.
But animal rights groups have said those gestation crates are too small and inhumane to the animals. Armed with that, the New Jersey Assembly passed a bill 53-13 to ban the crates before the Senate followed suit 32-1. That's when Governor Branstad stepped in and talked to Governor Chris Christie.
I did share with Governor Christie my personal experience and my interest in this, and that of the Iowa Farm Bureau and the national pork producers.
Those groups and many farmers say first and foremost the crates are not inhumane.
They each have their own source of food and water, and it allows for our employees to be able to look at the animals on a one-to-one basis.
A 600-pound sow that wants to do something different than you want her to do, it's a restraint issue.
The crate allows farmers to give their sows vaccines and protect them from each other, since they tend to be more aggressive when pregnant. Dr. Minion says the whole movement is meant to disrupt the pork industry because about 75% of the nation's 6 million sows are kept in these kinds of crates. If they were banned,
we would have to have significant reinvestment in facilities, which would be a lot of money.
With no additional revenue to offset the cost. The Midwestern influence seems to have worked. Christie vetoed the bill, possibly making his visits to Iowa as a candidate more enjoyable.
I know my welcome to him will be warm.
Farmers say the reason this was brought up in New Jersey is specifically because they don't raise as many pigs as other Midwestern states. For these activist groups, it's a lot easier to talk the legislators into this kind of bill. They say if the animal rights groups could get traction in a place like Iowa, this is where they would bring it up. But they can't, and they haven't so far. Kevin Barry, CBS 2 News, 10 at 10.